everyone, and thanks for tuning into the channel. I'm really excited today to highlight my favorite brand of watercolors ever, and that is deepdeeplight. They have a beautiful range of colors. You can see here from the wrappers that I have, and I just love them. Now, when it comes to watercolors, I have to admit I am a little bit of a collector. You can see here one of my swatch samples. Now, some of these are from dot cards. Some of these are paints that I have purchased. And I am just putting this in context to tell you that I have looked at a lot of watercolors, and deepdeeplight is by far my favorite, absolute favorite. I think that has to do with the fact that they are not mass produced. They are handmade, and you will find many colors that are unique to deepdeeplight, but you can also find similar colors to those that are mass produced. So for example, their indigo is very similar to Luna Blue from Daniel Smith. Now, one of the reasons why I say these are my favorite watercolors without any comparison is that deepdeeplight colors make me want to paint. I actually had a conversation with Agnes, the owner of deepdeeplight, and we were talking about how there's just something magical about these paints, and that is because they are handmade, and their goal, if you look at their website, which is beautiful by the way, is to create wild, alive, and free watercolor. And that is exactly what deepdeeplight watercolor give you. It's a discovery every time to see what will happen on the page and how the watercolors will come alive. Now, because these are handmade, small batch produced watercolors, they are more expensive. But as you can see from all my swatches, I have spent some money discovering watercolors, and at the end of the day, the best watercolor for you and the one that you should purchase is not based on price, in my opinion. It's just the one that's going to make you want to paint. And deepdeeplight just makes me want to paint. The granulation that comes alive when you add the pigments to the water, they're just not comparable for me anyways as a painter to any other of the mass-produced paints out there. And that is just why I love them. They invite me to keep coming back and use my supplies and not, leave them in a museum, if you will. They just play around and they're so fun. The other reason why I love deepdeeplight is that they have these collections, and you can see here some that I've mixed together. And when you buy one of their curated collections, they mix together beautifully. For example, in the Art Nouveau Dragonfly color, if you mix Potter's Pink with a River, you get something very close to Schminke's Glacier Green. And for me, as a beginner watercolorist, it's the best thing to have a set of colors that just marry to each other so well and that give your painting that feeling of composition. So if you're like me starting out and you want to start designing your own paintings, I really recommend going to deepdeeplight and getting one of their pre-made collections. Here you can see a painting I did as a tutorial from Let's Make Art, and I use their primary set, and the colors are just so vibrant and fun to play with. Yeah, so that's another reason why I love them. Now, I don't have much pigment information, but I do have the great news that they are lightfast. You can see here a picture of their lightfast test. The other thing that makes deepdeeplight so special is their customer service. Making paints is a labor of love for this woman-owned business, and I've never experienced such great customer service. I have to be honest, they're just fantastic. I went in this video with a quick painting I did to visualize wild and free watercolors that deepdeeplight offer. I hope you found this video informative and that you give them a try if you think you're ready for a small batch handmade watercolors. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time on the channel. Bye.